Good morning from sunny Jakarta. Here with me again, Donny Gunadi from datacenterHawk. And today I'm privileged to be accompanied by Mr. Abieta Billy, VP Market Development and Sales Strategy. How are you, Billy?
Very good. Thank you for having us.
Wonderful, wonderful. Great to have the opportunity, and thank you. I've had the chance to look at the facility. You have a very, very great campus here. You don't mind sharing with us maybe a bit about the company for the audience to understand what DCI does?
Yeah,
please go ahead.
Happy to. So DCI is the biggest data center operator in Indonesia. We have 5 of the biggest hyperscalers, 2 of the biggest social media players in the world, and hundreds of financial institutions and enterprises with us. Currently, our platform, our DCI platform, has 8 data centers across 3 campuses. 1 in central Jakarta and 2 in the eastern part of Jakarta. So we have 3 campuses live and running today, and we are also expanding to the east side of Indonesia in Surabaya next year.
Okay.
As well as to Bintan, which is right next to both Batam and Singapore. So yeah, that's our platform.
That's great news. I mean, I've been very familiar with DCI when I operated in Jakarta, right? But then I've seen that as a leader in the market today, I think you're expanding your wings here to other regions. So that's great. That's great to hear. Now, as a data center practitioner, we cannot deny that the topic of AI has become the buzzword. Everybody talks about AI, right? Now, maybe about a month ago or something, or 2 months ago, the entire industry was sort of shocked by the introduction of different algorithms that have been introduced in AI. So maybe I'll say a few, like the OpenAI based algorithm, and then suddenly you have these DeepSeek guys coming and saying that they can do it at a fraction of the cost, etc. Can I get your thoughts on what impact will that have to us as, not us, but to you as infrastructure provider for data center colocation providers, with all this variety of algorithms appearing in the market?
Yeah, no, definitely. I also find it, we all find it very interesting to see how the different AI algorithms are competing to produce ever more efficient algorithms. Yeah. And even smarter ones that are able to interpret emotions and things like that. We definitely heard about DeepSeek, and now we're even hearing about Manus very recently.
Yes.
So it is very interesting how it's a competition of not just being the smartest, but also the most efficient. And how we see this is impacting the data center requirements is that actually, because you can deploy AI models more efficiently, we are starting to see some hyperscalers starting to rethink about their capacity planning. They may not need as big capacities as they are required initially.
Previously,
But at the same time, this gains efficiency means that AI is becoming more affordable. Which, if you look at using the basic principles of economics, means would increase demand, right?
Yes.
At the same time, what also is the impact on data center requirements is that we need to be, us as the data center operators have to be flexible in terms of being prepared for different rack densities, because it is the deployments by different end users are different, the rack densities, and also the one leading the bleeding edge of technology is having the even higher rack density. So we have to be flexible because end users' journeys are different. So those are the 2 impact I feel. And on the demand, I think as I mentioned, because it becomes more affordable, the demand would net increase. We don't know whether I'm not saying that the increase in demand will definitely outweigh the gains from the efficiency. That's yet to be seen. But based on my conversations with industry leaders, we have 3 kind of archetypes in the market now. Those that are already bought into AI from the beginning, to that second camp that says that I told you DeepSeek would have happened. Now I'm buying in because it's cheaper now. And you have then you have the third camp who says that, see, DeepSeek happened. I'm still gonna wait until it's even becomes more affordable and more efficient.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we're seeing these three camps. So it's very interesting. And then the demand for training, we see that it will be primarily based in where the models are based in US and China. We feel that the demand for AI in Indonesia will be more for the inference side of things.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting. That's good to hear. So I think following that, you mentioned about the different archetypes of people who are doing wait and see, people who are more have more guts and say, okay, I'm going to do it this way or that way, right? So I see that Indonesia being populated with 270, 280 million people today. And a lot of investments are coming into the country, right? There's so many different data center providers, investments coming into the country. Of course, DCI, you would have a strategy, right, to differentiate yourselves in the market. Maybe if I put it in a question, right? We've just ended 2024. Are you able to share with me your insights, right? What did you see in 2024? And where do you see this 2025? It's probably too early, but I think no opinion is right or wrong. But based on your expertise, your observation in the market, what did you see in 2024? And where do you see 2025 is going to lead Indonesia data center market?
Yeah, no, thank you. We saw 2024 was a year where demand was reinvigorated for both the cloud and data center. And we see 2025 will continue the same trend, bar some headwinds related to the geopolitical issues that we're seeing lately. That's bringing some uncertainty into the market. But otherwise, what we see in the free market is this robust demand going into this year. There's definitely more concrete AI deployments that is happening in Indonesia that we're seeing this year as well. And to your point about the differentiation, definitely the Indonesia market has seen some new players coming in, and we are still playing to our strengths here, which are one, our time to market, our delivery of 12 to 15 months from greenfield. That's one. Second is our market leading capex per megawatt. So we're very efficient in terms of our investment into data centers. And third of all, of course, our track record that we've had since the start of our operations 2013 with 100% uptime. Yeah, so
impressive, very impressive. Yeah, and those parameters are key differentiating factors for clients to choose your facility, I guess.
Yeah.
Needless to say, I think those things are very critical, right? In clients
definitely, because our customers need the capacities to come online ever faster than ever before. And we're not competing with just in the Indonesian market, but we're competing regionally. So those that are most efficient in terms of their capex and opex would definitely win more business in the long term.
I would probably ask you about how you do all that, but that's your trade secret, right? So I'll keep it to you, and then if any of our audience would like to reach out, I'll let them reach out to you. But no, thanks for that. It's great insights for me. And maybe in closing, this is what I always ask all my friends, my colleagues that I get the opportunity to interview, to have the conversation like this. We can define the market in many sentences. When somebody is asked for an opinion, you would be able to elaborate with so many sentences. But now I'm going to give you a challenge to, if I were to give you only 2 words, right? 2 words to describe Indonesia data center market. What words would you choose and why?
I would say dynamic.
Dynamic.
And expanding.
Expanding. Dynamic and expanding. Okay, no, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I love those. I like those. So dynamic and expanding, I think, are good choices for words, and which reflects truly what the market is like today in Indonesia.
Yeah.
Well, thanks again, Billy.
Thank you so much. Thank you for taking time.
Always
to come
been a
to our
pleasure.
data center.
No, thank you very much. For the audience, Billy from DCI, and thank you for watching.
Thank you.